Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by a fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
In my previous video, which I shared, I was kind of disturbed if you actually look at it. I was speaking on the risks involved about doing the work that I do. But in this video, I'm going to share with you kind of disturbing incident that happened, which I'm not very happy about. But I'll leave it for you to decide what do you think, okay? Now, this is not a video to attack the person, and it's not for me to feel good. It's just for me to share with you from my heart, because that's how I communicate to the world. Now, you know the work that I do. I rebrand resumes. I help people in terms of jobs. If there is the right connection, fine. But I can't do that for everyone. I have a limited number of contacts and connections, and they have limited number of vacancies. It's not like they have vacancies every single day, okay? If someone tells me, Loy, this is a vacancy, fine. Through the network, they get in touch with me, okay? Now, so people use my services, and it's never a straightforward thing. It's not like, hey, Loy, take my money. No, there's a process involved. There's a process to pre-qualify the customer, to look at the person's resume, to check, okay, what does the person want? Okay, to check, can I deliver it? If it's something that I cannot do, I've got requests for, I want to get a job in Japan. How the fuck am I supposed to do a resume for Japan? I said, I'm sorry, I can't help you. I got a very high-end, very, very high-end technical resume. I was like, I can do the personal branding for it, but I can't, I'm not well-versed with all these technicalities, very high level job. So if there is something I can't do, I say I can't do it. It's stupidity to take money and then make a fool out of yourself. And people are not stupid, So, I get lots of people. I get crazy people. I get nice people. So it's never straightforward. Okay. So I got this lady who wanted my services. I'll not get too specific. Fine. Paid the money. And, did the work. It turned out to be a little bit more than what I expected. But for me, if I accept a client and I agree to a amount, I will do the work. Unless, of course, I totally miscalculated it. So whatever, I was doing it. But very soon I found out that this particular lady, it was a little hard to work with, because every time I would tell her something, she would tell me something. Every time I would tell her, don't put this, she would tell me why I should put this. And for a high profile job, if you start having silly stuff on your resume, like, I'm married, I know English, I know typing. You can't put this shit on a fucking resume, man. You can't put, I know internet, I know email, I'm married. What the fuck? So I'm telling the person, don't fucking put this. The person is telling me, no, why you should put. And it becomes a fucking headache, yeah. Because as it is, you're using your creativity, your skill, your everything, you're trying the best. Okay, fine. I was getting frustrated, absolutely fucking frustrated. It turned out to be a very difficult client to work with, and she was being very hard-headed. So, if someone is fucking hard-headed, I give them properly. So she was trying to show that she's tough. For me, it was, I could just easily just snap and put the person in the place. Okay. The person wanted to work in a particular company. I knew a contact in that company. I said, I'll check and I'll get back to you. I checked with my contact. My contact says, see, listen, Loy, not going to happen. Okay, fine. My contact that I checked, I gave the feedback, no, you can't get a job here. After a few days, this lady got back to me and said, I just as an email, I checked with one of my friends, of another friend, of somebody else, and their husband is a powerful guy in that company. And they said, yes, you can join as an intern or something. I don't know if intern gets paid any salary or intern or junior or whatever. And then there was a sentence in that email that kind of triggered me. He said, you cheated me. You cheated me, you lied to me, or took me for a ride, you took my money. Now, just imagine, I'm going out of the way for this person. I'm checking, see, when you take a resume contract to do a resume, you don't, and I'll tell you, you can try spy on me or whatever. If anyone sends me their CV and say, if anyone tells me I want my resume done, across the board, it is a very simple protocol I follow. Send me your resume, number one. Tell me your salary expectations and position, which company, which country. It's my standard response. And then I will cross-check, I'll do my homework and I get back. I never, ever, ever take anyone's CV and just say, no, before the CV, if anyone says, I'll give you money, do my CV, I don't say yes. Never, never, never. Okay? So, because there are so many factors involved. So, even though she paid me only for the resume, I decided to take the extra mile by speaking to my contacts. I decided to see if I could help this person get a job. I didn't have to. It was not part of the plan, and I never take money for it, and I never promised to do it. So, but for her, I decided, okay, fine, I have my contact, I can try. And she turned out, as I felt, a nice family person, so I can do that. So when I saw this email, I was so upset, so fucking upset, because it was not only an insult to my work, it was questioning my integrity. It was, I did it from my heart. It's like I did it from being a very genuine person to help her. I really, really wanted to help her. Nobody speaks to their contacts for a stranger, man. So I was so fucking upset. I just gave it out. And it was fucking at, I think, 4:30 or 5 in the morning when I was responding to all the emails and people who don't have money and this and that. I was responding to all of them. I gave it left, right and center. And because I gave it properly, and then I think the husband spoke to me. He says, see, listen, Loy, just relax. And I gave it to him. I thought, I'll fucking this, that. I'll inform my friend in the company, if you apply, you'll not get a job, and this and that. And, just shut the phone. And then for a few seconds, I just kept quiet. Then once I was able to recollect my thoughts, I said, say, listen, I need to relax. I'm just stressed out. So I sent a message again. I said, I apologize. I'm sorry. Shouldn't have said those things. And then, I told her sorry. And then the husband called me back again. And we spoke. To my shock and surprise, it turned out that the husband knew me for a couple of years. He knew me from quite some time. And he knew me from, my days in Dubai. I was really, really, absolutely surprised that I knew him for so many years. And I told him, why the fuck didn't you tell me that first? You should have told me that you know me for so many years. Just, okay, fine, whatever. But then, by the time we found out that that was when he told me that every time she would talk to me and I would tell her that getting a job in UAE is tough, or, she would be sad, she would be depressed. She is a sensitive person, and I didn't know this. See, the problem is, I'm talking to you on the phone when I'm doing your CV. I can't figure out whether you're sensitive, whether you're strong, whether you're successful, whether you're rich, you're poor. I just talk to you. So I didn't know that she was putting on a strong face, but deep down she was very scared, or she was, insecure, or she was afraid. So it seems she was crying, and she was crying every day because she was not going to get a job. Or see, my style is tough love. I don't give you positive, you can do anything, you can achieve, believe in yourself and this and that. No, I keep it real. I tell people, it's tough getting a job in UAE. It's tough. It's fucking tough. And by just making the CV, it doesn't mean you made the CV automatically or immediately you'll get a job. It doesn't work like that. You have to have a proper strategy, man. How many times do I have to fucking tell you? I keep it real. People come to me and think, I made the CV, I'll get a job next day. No, it doesn't work out that way. How many times do I have to tell you people? The benefit of doing it with me is you will know the way to do it. You'll know the loopholes. I'll study your resume in such a way. I'll craft it in such a way that your chances of being called are very, very high. But that doesn't mean that if I make your resume, poof, you'll get a job. It doesn't work out that way, man. What the fuck is wrong with you people? So she was completely destroyed, devastated, and I apologized profusely to the husband. I really apologize. I don't like to hurt anyone. I don't like to hurt, especially family people. See, I have a wife. I have a... Hey, doggy. You wanna come? Come. See? Come. So, it's a nice doggy. So follow me. So, I'm a family person, man. I have a wife. I have a baby girl. I'm not going to hurt, harm, or, destroy someone who's a nice person. And she's a nice person. It's not that but the biggest drawback about her is she doesn't have mental resilience. She doesn't have emotional strength. She breaks down. You cannot survive in today's world if you're sensitive. I used to be sensitive. I used to be very fragile. I used to get hurt very easily. You cannot survive. They will eat you up alive. And, being a girl, a pretty face, you get men who will act like fucking bastards. They will ask you, okay, I'll give you a job. If you, how far are you willing to go? So many of these recruiters, if they know the person who they are chatting with is a beautiful girl, they will just have a fake interview set up just to meet the girl. This is what has been, and in some cases they even ask for sexual favors. I personally have spoken to girls who have been raped at the interview, who have been promised a visa, and they had to undergo so much of shit. One of the worst stories was Filipina girl, promised a job, she left everything, she has a small child, came down to UAE, local said, you don't keep me happy, I'll fucking send you back. And she had to borrow money for the visa and this and that. And she has a small child to take care of. She had to succumb to his blackmail. She had to give in. She was sobbing and telling me this. And he was, having sex with her. These are fucking animals who you don't respect, Well, what can you do? You can't fucking change the world. So that's why I keep it real. I tell people it's going to be tough. There is racism. There is politics. There is, there are these animals who try to fucking destroy your life. So if people can't handle that, what the fuck am I supposed to do, man? So she was very upset. She was crying. And then, she sent me this email because this person promised her a job and my contact said, no, they're not hiring. So then she lashed out at me and said, I cheated her. I felt very hurt, very upset that my integrity, my character, my work is not a fucking joke, man. I might have funny videos, I might joke around, I might talk stuff. But when it comes to earning your bread and butter, when it comes to earning your livelihood, feeding your family, you don't fuck around. Work, I don't fuck around. My work is very fucking serious. I take my work very seriously because it feeds me, it feeds my wife, it feeds my baby. I tell my wife, I'll tell you can send my wife a message and ask her. I've told my wife, if she or the baby come in between me and my work, my capacity to earn, if she interrupts me, if she disturbs me and I'm not able to work, she can go back home. I don't want her Because I need to fucking work. Is she going to fucking work and look after me? No. Can the baby do that? No. I need to earn. I have to look after the family. So if that is being disturbed, get the fuck out. If I cannot work here in Thailand, I'll have to leave. So she knows it. It's clearly drawn. That is why when I do my work, my wife doesn't disturb. So that is what. See, that's my wife. Can see? No, I was saying on video, when I do work, you should not disturb, correct? See? I don't know. Yes? Yes? That's my daughter. Yes? 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 She keeps saying, Papa. Yes? What you want? Yes? 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 Sure, sure. Yes? Baja? Yeah? Wait 1 second. Let me just show. Yes? Yes? What you want? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no problem. So, when it comes to work and when it comes to, it's serious, man. You don't joke around with work. You don't joke around with your livelihood. You don't joke around with earnings, So, I took it very personally. So, because I give my heart, I give my soul. I really want people to succeed, And, I'll tell you, people don't think about it. Each and every email, each and every message of people searching for job, I respond to them. And there are so many fucking messages, man. It never ends. Like even now, by the time I finish this video, easily there'll be at least, like in this 1 hour, there'll be 50, 60 messages or emails. So the bottom line, what I'm trying to tell you is, you have to be strong. You have to be mentally strong. You have to be emotionally strong. Life is not a bed of roses. You can have a fucking multiple PhDs and multiple credentials and awards, but if you don't have emotional maturity, if you do not have resilience, if you do not have, the character that can withstand oppression and injustice and unfair politics and all that shit, you'll not survive. They'll eat you up fucking alive. So I felt bad. I genuinely felt bad for the girl. I felt bad for the husband because they're a family. Don't want to hurt anyone, But then, how the fuck do you survive in a place like Dubai where, forget racism, there are so many problems. They don't pay your salaries on time. There's no job security. It's so fucking tough. And, it's only getting harder. So, I was really upset. Really, really fucking upset. Upset because, one is that I hurt this woman and the husband and, there are family people. The second thing what I was upset about is, I misunderstood. I thought that she was strong, and that's why I was tough with her, but I didn't think that she was sensitive and childlike. So I don't want to hurt people. And last but not the least, it's like, I was upset that my honest day's work, the passion that the intensity that I put for my work is questioned. But that was the least. Just that this whole incident, this whole episode, I take a lot of pride in having a happy client. I take a lot of pride in my work. So, when a project is not done properly or a person's not happy, it just, this is what it is. Please, when you're putting the comments, please don't attack her. I request you, don't attack her. I don't know if she'll ever read this comment. So obviously I'm not going to inform that I spoke about her, but please don't attack her. Please put something positive. Put something, if she were to read the comments, she can learn something about the realities of life. You don't have to give me any compliments or praise me. I don't need your compliments. I don't need your praise. I don't need your validation. But if you can put something positive and, thoughtful that would help people like her know the realities of life, I'd appreciate. So just put something worthwhile down in the comment section below without attacking her. That's something that she can learn, be positive, be strong. And that's all I want to say. All right. So this is what I wanted to share with you. Let me know your thoughts. It's me signing off. Take care.
Are you fed up of life? Earning a pathetic salary, working long hours, having an ungrateful boss, facing office politics, the constant fear of losing your job, and after paying rent, groceries, shopping, and children's expenses, you were left with hardly any savings. Is this the life you dreamed of? Or do you wish to change your life forever? Meet Loy Machedo, the world's #1 personal branding coach. He will help you identify the real you, position and sell yourself by getting the job of your dreams, and make good money anywhere in the world. If you do not believe me, Google his name, Loy Machedo, and you will find 2 million web links online and over 200 recommendations from very happy clients. So the question is, do you want to change your life? If yes, then contact Loy Machedo. www.loymachedo.com. Who is loymachedo.com? Thinkpersonalbranding.com. What are you waiting for? Do it now.